Hey guys, Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited. I'm actually going to be showing you a new brand. I don't know if it's new in general. I did not look anything up before I started this video or wanted to do this video. This is something I stumbled upon and have been using it now for about a week or so, and in love with it is an understatement. So I actually went to Dollar General last week for milk, and I was looking around, which I normally do, and they typically have like CoverGirl, Maybelline, Wet n Wild. They have the LA Colors. That's a typical brand for a Dollar General. But they have another brand, Broadway Colors. I found this little dupe for the Beauty Blender. Anyhow, they usually have a huge display of Broadway Colors, and it was gone. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, it was just, you know, something that caught my eye. And the lady was putting out a new display, and I was so excited because it looked so fancy. I do like a few things from Broadway Cosmetics. I love their eyeliner. I love a concealer from there, but I've never really tried like that much. And the new brand that they were putting out for their store was just so appealing. So I bought a full face of it, and I was talking to the lady there because I was like literally grabbing as she was putting out. The lady said that in a week or so they were getting like the actual like whole spiel, like literally eyeliner, mascara, eyeshadow quads, brow pencils. So there is going to be a part 2 of this video, but I have a full face of makeup other than mascara and eyeshadow. I typically don't put anything on my brows. They're pretty thick going into it. I do like to do a brow gel. But yeah, so I'm going to show you what I've been loving. So it's not really a first impressions or anything like that, but I think this brand really needs a shout out. And it's been a long time since I've been really amped or excited about a video. Usually it's like, this is new on the market. I kind of got in a makeup rut because there's so many new things out there every time you turn a corner. It's brands just throwing it out there to where it's like, whether it's high-end, low-end, it's like kind of the same to me anymore. So this is something that I thought was pretty cool. So this is actually the brand called Believe Beauty. So if you heard about it, leave it in the comments. I don't know about it other than this. So as we go along, I'm going to be showing you or telling you what I put on my face and also what they have in their range. So obviously I have nothing on my face right now. You can tell I have a bunch of freckles, especially in the summertime. My freckles come out. I have a little bit of redness on the nose and in this area. So they have 3 different primers out there. They have a hydrating primer. It kind of reminds me of Model's Own. They have a hydrating primer, a color correcting primer, and then a long wear primer. So this is called Believe Beauty Pretty and Prime Stay Put Makeup Primer. You get 1 fluid ounce. This is $4.50, and I love the packaging. So this states, its silky face primer helps to smooth the look of skin, extend the wear of makeup. Like literally none of the primers give details. Like it's gonna pore minimize. It's not going to take care of any fine lines, but I picked this one because typically I would pick the hydrating primer, but the hydrating primer stated it had dewiness to it, and I didn't really like dewiness. But that is what it comes out. It's more like a tannish color. So I will take a little bit and put it on the forehead. It's very liquidy, to be honest with you, but then I will take the rest and put it right in the areas where I normally would put. It definitely sinks into the skin. It absorbs. It's nothing crazy. No fragrance to it, which I think is such a bonus. my favorite primer is the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More. But with that one, it does have a very intense scent. So it kind of makes me a little bit crazy, but it does absorb and takes care of fine lines and pores. So if you're looking for a primer that takes care of everything, that's a good one. But I really love this. It definitely long wears my makeup. I don't know what it does. Of course, it's something like the dollar store. It says it's silicone-free, paraben-free, and not tested on animals. There is a little peel away on the back that you could probably look at ingredients, but that is the primer. Next, I'm going to be talking about foundation. This is so cute. So this is the actual bottle. This is glass. And this does come with a pump. It's $5. It really reminds me of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, but it just really reminds me of this. The only difference is this smells like paint thinner, and you can kind of get over it. What the fuck? We're just going to put that aside. It really reminds me of that, but this has no fragrance to it. This states it's medium to full coverage, skin finish foundation. There's no like crazy details on the back. This is in the shade Buff and, oh no, I'm sorry, the shade Ivory. I have the shade Ivory and Buff. These are $5, identical to the Wet n Wild. I really like this. So, of course, I am not tan anymore. I had a self-tanner on, took it off. So, I'm pretty blank when it comes to color. So, that's where we're going to be using Ivory. Again, that's what the packaging looks like. Very pretty. I'm going to be taking a glass palette and putting a pump on. It's very runny. I love that. Like, how pretty is that? It's very runny. And it's a very dark shade. Now, again, this is $5, and they have 13 different shades, and the darker shades actually really run very well. I was very surprised for a brand at a dollar store that you would get so many darker shades. Typically, it's not like that. And also, if you don't like a full coverage kind of foundation, you can get their tinted moisturizer for $4, which I do have and love. So I'm going to take a beauty blender, which normally I don't do, but I'm going to take it on a sponge and put it on. I'm weirdo with the sponge. I like putting it on like the problem areas and then going in. You can do whatever you want, but like, look at that. That is insane to me. It looks a lot lighter in person. It looks really good. When I initially started putting this on, I'm like, oh my god, it looks so greasy, and I was so worried about it. But once you put some powder on, you're good to go. So we're gonna blend that out. Take a little bit on the neck. It actually matches pretty well. I don't know why sometimes I put a lot on my forehead when I honestly don't need it. So if you can see the difference, obviously in my face and the veins in my eyes, you can definitely tell a difference. So I'm going to take the other side and go in what's left and just kind of dab in. They have so much there. It's insane with face makeup. They have 5 different blushes, 5 different bronzers, 5 different highlights. They have little duos, which we're going to get into in a second. Like, I was very intrigued and impressed when I seen this line. And I'm very impressed. This is literally one pump of foundation, and it's like, oh, what's that? It's like I mean, it looks scary right now, but... So there's nothing left on the palette. My eyebrows are crooked and it's bugging me. So there is the foundation. I'm telling you, for $5. I'm so excited about it. It doesn't break me out. I have sensitive skin. Like, in love with it. All right, the only thing I don't like out of the brand is the concealer. Now, I like the actual texture. I like what it does, but I don't like the color. I like to really highlight with my concealer, even if I'm using, like, some people like to use a darker foundation and then highlight and it all comes together in one. I like that as well, but I just like to highlight, like, it's just a habit. This one I can't do it with. This is the second shade in the bunch. They have 7 different shades. This is in the shade Fair. You get a lot in here. It doesn't crease on me. That is what the doe foot looks like. But the color is just so dark. Like, I really can't highlight with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no really kind of color change. They have one shade before this. It's in the shade Ivory, and I don't prefer it, and the reason why is because it is so pink. And yes, I know pink will color correct, and that's nice. It will color correct darkness, but it is way too pinky for me. But what I like about this one, even though I can't highlight, is the color of the foundation is obviously similar to my skin. So it's nothing like real crazy. And I like about this is it does not crease. So I can get away with it. When I put my self tanner back on, this won't even matter. Like, I could highlight with it. So, I will take a little bit of the Beauty Blender and just go down. But this is something, I have a hair. It's so annoying when you, like, own a pet. There we go. This is something that I actually really like. It doesn't crease. It really takes care of darkness. It's probably not going to take care of losing sleep syndrome, what I call it. People think that a concealer is just going to take away it all, and it could be Tarte Shape Tape. It's not going to. All it's going to do is prevent the darkness. But it does, and I really like it. Alright, so there is the concealer. The concealer is $4, very affordable. So next one we're going to be doing this powder. They do have powders there. They have 4 different shades, one of them being translucent. And I really love myself a good translucent powder, but it has talc in it. And I've been very, very, very good for the past 7 months. I'm not using talc on anything on my face. I feel my face makeup is better. I feel my under eye area is just 10 times better. So I've been using the Flower Beauty. I am going to get a different powder. There's one, my favorite influencer on YouTube. She uses Aaliyah. It's L-I-L-I-A, I believe. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and just kind of press on the under eye area. This is talc free. And I don't know, for some reason I just can't use talc. My under eye area is so dry. I watched a tutorial yesterday and I actually used the Kat Von D palette just with my fingers to dab into my under eye area, and it was so much that, oh my god, within minutes I looked like an insane person. So I'm going to take this and, oh my gosh, what did I do? I'm going to dab it in the skin. Oh my god, what did I do? I just effed up. So when I used powder on the face every single day, I've been using the, so I'm just going to do it now because that worries me. Underneath the eye, I love. On the face, no. Like you can tell. Oh my gosh, what did I do? This is supposed to be a decent video. And I just effed it up. Alright, so we're going to take the Revlon Candid. That's what I've used the last few days. And really just dab. I can't believe I did that. Oh my god, I'm so pissed. You know when you do your makeup, even if you're at home by yourself, and you F up something, and you're like, oh, it's fine. But in your head, you're like, let's not go. Because I don't want to be too powdery. I'm bring it down the neck. But again, I'm so picky with talc. Like, I don't want that anywhere near my under eye area. So, Flower Beauty might have been not the best way to go. Alright, so that is the foundation with a little bit of powder. It looks really good. It's not taking away of any of the foundation. Guys, I really love this. I'm so excited about it. Like, not that makeup out there is not good by any means, because there's a lot of makeup items that are amazing. And I have purchased some of them, but this is something that is just like the dollar store, like a foundation for $5 that deserves to be mentioned with an amazing packaging is just dope. I love that. All right, so next thing we're going to be doing is using this. Now, they have two of these. This is the Get Glowing Highlight and Contour Palette in light medium. They do have a medium to dark, or you can get your own. But I fell in love with this because I think this is like the perfect bronzer for me. Love the shade for the summertime. And this highlight, the only thing I didn't like out of the whole thing was the highlights. If I'm looking for a highlight, I want more of like a lighter shade. But I thought this was beautiful. It does not patch up. It's just amazing. So I'm going to take a bronzer brush from Japanese, contour brush. These are dusty or like powdery, but you do get payoff. So you see that color? And when it comes to bronzer or contour, I personally like to go in a circular motion because my face to me is so structured and skinny that I feel it gives me more of like cheeks. Does that make sense? So I go in a little bit of a circular motion, go down then the, you know, and down the neck. Like, not patchy. Then I'm going to take a little baby brush. This is the e.l.f. brush, 108. And I'm going to go in here and just get this part of my nose. I'm not going to go all the way up because my nose is so long. It's like such a beak as it is. So I'm just going to kind of blend that in. Get underneath my beak. And it's funny. I never thought this made a difference, but in my structure of my face, this really makes a world of a difference every single day. But there's that. Then I will take my beauty blender and just kind of make sure everything is kosher. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and go in and just kind of pat along the hairline. And just kind of bring it down. Next, we're going to go into blush. And typically, I would go for my favorite Sonia brush for blush. But instead, I'm going in with the Blush Brush 482 because it's easier to fit in the pan. And I'm going to go in, tap off excess, and so pretty. Next, we're going to go into highlight. I'm going to take a Morphe highlight brush. And I'm going to go in here. Like, so pretty. Love this little quad. It's $5. It does come with a mirror, but I'm in love with it. So there is that. The next one I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with this quad. I don't know why I put it away. And I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush. And I'm going to go into the bronzer shade. And I'm going to add a little bit of definition to the eye area. Typically on a day, like I would go to work or something, I would just add a little bit of bronzer, kind of match up the shade, and yeah, kind of just add a little bit of color so it's not so blank. And this is a Luxie dual brush I'm using. Like, you can definitely see the color. I'm going to take the other end of the brush and go in here as well and really hit the under eye area for a good color range. So there is that. Then I'm going to be taking a more of a penciled brush, and I'm actually going to go into the highlight shade and go right in that inner corner. Now, in my inner corner, I really like more of a highlight shade. Obviously, this is a highlight shade, but more like a brighter shade, but it does the trick. So I love that. So we can put this away. Next, I'm going to take something that is not in the collection. That's going to be part 2. But I am going to take a little bit of the Soap & Glory gel liner. And I'm going to put a little bit on the eyes. Guys, I really love this makeup line. Like, I'm so excited to try other things from this line. I think it's going to be amazing. Like, amazing. Even the primer, everything. All right, so there is that. I'm not going to put anything on the bottom line, lash line, because I don't really do that if it's going to be natural. Then I'm going to be taking, oh my God, did I not bring it with me? I had a mascara I wanted to show you guys from Sephora that I've been really loving. Okay, I don't have it in front of me, so I'm going to be using what I do. This is something I switched out for the Sephora one, not because it's bad or anything, just because I was switching things out. I'm going to curl my lashes with a Revlon curler. I'm so mad. I thought I brought it in. And this is from Pure, and this is in Fully Charged. And it does lengthen. Like, look at that length from this eye to this eye. It does give an amazing, especially if you really take the time to curl and you really do a second coat, you're really going to get that payoff. I love makeup so much. Besides when that shit happens. It's so annoying. Next, I'm going to be using a primer spray from them. So this is the Belief Beauty Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray. They have 2 of them. And the mist on here really reminds me of Urban Decay. Like, it's night and day, I promise. I'm going to take this off my fingers as I feel. I just did my nails. All right, so I'm gonna shake it up. No heavy fragrance, does not smell like alcohol. This is $4. It's literally the same mist as, like, it's just amazing. Like, hands down, this is something that's going to be in my makeup bag. I cannot believe how good this is. They actually have a beauty sponge, too, that I'm so excited to try. It is literally as soft as the Beauty Blender. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a product that I'm so excited about. I don't know why. I literally just stumbled upon it, and I am in love with the foundation. I'm in love with the setting spray. I'm in love with this kit right here. I am in love with the primer. I cannot wait for their eye makeup to come out and I can test it out. So it's going to be part 2. I do love the concealer. This is like kind of my least favorite out of the bunch, but this is literally $20 for all of this. You can do a full face of it. And if you don't like this stuff or these colors, there's tons of single options. I just think it's a great, great brand. If you can look at my face, it's so different from when I started out this video, which I think is so important. I just feel so good when I look in the mirror and I'm like, it matches my actual skin. I don't look super insane. Nothing has creased underneath my eyes. And I didn't really have to highlight, do anything extra. Adding the bronzer to the eye, just add a little pop of color, and the mascara and eyeliner on my own, just added something different. It's just a really, really good brand. So Belief Beauty, you have it going on. So go check them out. Go to your local Dollar General. I have not looked online if they're online, but hopefully they are. Again, wait for part 2. So excited. I'm feeling a little bit blank on my lips, so let's do a little bit of chapstick. Literally, that's all I have in front of me. With my foundation lips on. Like, that's what I call them. Like, I literally have foundation lips on, which is so gross. Oh my god. But guys, thank you so much for watching. That is it for me. I'm going to put a little bit of Clinique on. There we go. Do you hate when you have foundation lips? Clinique to the rescue. Alright guys, again, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Or if you tried this brand before. I think it is so amazing. Again, I'm so excited to try something else from them. So, this has been my routine for the past week, and it will be my routine tomorrow when I get up. So, that is it for me. I'm going to do some daily chores, go to work, and I will see everyone in my next video. Go check out my Instagram page, and I love you guys so much, and everyone have a good night.